5 right here: civil rights, political rights, social rights, economic rights, and human rights. I want you to take just a second and read. I think when I want students to walk into my classroom, I want them to feel high expectations and high fives, baby. I think I really want students to come in and not know what to expect. There's a lot of music, there's a lot of jumping on chairs and being loud and getting messy. I had a veteran teacher who worked at my school who told me that the best part of teaching is you get to create the weather in your classroom every single day. And that was something that was such a magical piece, and I really try to have that in my classroom. There are times when there are storms or hurricanes, but there's so much laughter, there's so much sunshine, and I think the joy of teaching is what I have fallen in love with.
First aid.
What is an example of a right, or what was the definition? Olive, talk to me.
Women's rights, like when women fought for their rights, like voting, buying land, and having jobs.
Obsessed with that, I love that. What is another? So I'm the oldest of 6 kids, and after spending too many nights burning dinner, my parents decided maybe dinner duty was not the best fit for me and I should move on to homework help. And I think spending time with my siblings around our sticky kitchen table doing homework together, I realized how much I loved helping kids learn and how important it was for me as a teacher and as someone who cared about education. And so I went to the University of Delaware, I studied English education, and I knew I wanted more support, so I joined Teach for America, which placed me in Baltimore. I stayed in Baltimore for so many reasons, but also because I'm married to a Baltimore City public school teacher as well. We have 3 kids together, soon to be 4th. And while that's how I got started in Baltimore, the reason why I stayed is because I had veteran teachers who poured into me, who made sure I knew what it felt like to be a part of a community, to be a part of a school family, and I think that's part of the magic of teaching. When I stood in front of kids for the first time, I think it was the first moment where I realized that so much of teaching is not just about telling your story, but giving students the opportunity to tell theirs. I'm learning so much from them every single day, and not just about like what the word Sigma means, but really about like what it means to be a person and growing. I think sometimes we look at the future and we see kids and grown-ups roll their eyes, but I feel so much hope. Some of the best people I know are my 7th grade students, and I feel really lucky to be a part of their story. There's a line that says, everything you learn in life, you learn in pre-K. And if that's true, then everything is tested when you come to middle school. And middle school is this magical place where kids are growing and changing and really trying to figure out what their values align. And I'm really glad that I get to spend my entire career in a middle school, because that's where all the beautiful joy happens. I think the expectation for me is I wanted to be like the teacher like Professor McGonagall, or I wanted to be like Miss Frizzle. And I saw these great teachers on TV and the media, and I was like, okay, that's the expectation. And then I realized that the best teachers are the teachers who are authentic all the time, and they are who they are. One of my favorite teachers is the 7th grade math teacher that works across the hall from me, Mr. White. He is a Mets fan. He has an imaginary friend that he talks about in math, and you would think like these are like these quirks, but he is beloved by so many students because he is himself every single day, and I want to bring that into my classroom. Teaching isn't something that happens in your 4 walls. When you work with an amazing team, when your best friends are the teachers that are right down the hall from you, you want to stay in the classroom. The students make it magical, but the teachers make it doable.